Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with my boy Fat, Steven Seagal, and Baron Norman Tag.
What an intro.
There you go. How y'all doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you guys?
Oh man. It's been an interesting day, I can tell you that. It's been very interesting.
Why is that?
Can y'all hear me?
Yep, we get it. No problem.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Old Fats wanted to know why it was been an interesting day. Why has it been an interesting day?
Man. It's just I don't know, just Mother's Day is
Oh, yeah, that's right. Happy Mother's Day, every out there, all the mothers.
yeah, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Hopefully you guys are being enjoyed and on your special day. And
I didn't know. Didn't even know it was Mother's Day until yesterday. I'm a bad boy.
Right.
Oh.
But, hopefully, all you mothers out there, aren't out there frustrating men today. Ha ha, joke. Yeah, but shit, man. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, even the dudes. Happy Mother's Day to y'all too, man. Fuck it, right? Let that shit be for everybody now, right?
If we were toxic masculine men, we'd sit back and say, Happy Sandwich Maker's Day. But no, we won't go there.
We're doing this all wrong.
Can barely hear you, Steve. What's up, man?
1 second.
Ooh, I can't. I don't even. What do you say?
He's gonna.
Second.
Oh, just say
Yeah,
I heard that.
Oh, shit. 24, can you share my screen, please?
Oh, we got a short screen sharing.
We'll take this off there.
Yeah, I heard that too. What's up, man?
You can't hear me now?
There you go.
I can hear you.
Yeah, you sound better now.
Is that better?
Yeah, there you go.
We can
All
hear
right.
you now.
I didn't get the video file too because I'm still working on the second variant. But are you ready?
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back.
There you go.
Tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that shit is sweet, man. I like
It is.
Yeah, I like it when Baron and everybody else's picture shows up, man. I like that shit, man. Some good stuff, man.
That's
You
make it seem like we have attitude.
Yeah, watch us and we'll whoop your ass. That's what I'm talking about.
Amen.
Yeah, I like that, man. That's fucking. I can't wait till you swing it to me, man, so I can start the intros with that, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, man. Thank you, man. That's
The Long Suffering loved it.
yeah, man. It's some cool shit. It's a little different. I mean, well, I love rap, hip hop and shit anyway. So I don't know. I know Vigilante does. Yeah, yo, I was kind of surprised. Yeah, I was kind of surprised when you threw that in there, man. But I loved it, man. Shit's fucking awesome, man. Thank you, man. Shit. It's good to see all of us in there, man. It's fucking great, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Shit, man. Shit. Let me see. Right now, I said, "What's up, Lord Dolph?" To the old man, my man. Boy, he's fucking awesome. I love the old man. Keely Chow, what's going on with you, brother? Roll tight, my man. That's right. He don't say that no more. What's up, Keely Chow? Shit. That's right. My bad.
He doesn't say roll tide no more. Why?
You got to ask him, man. He'll tell you in the chat, man. But
I'm sure he will.
yeah, if you notice, he hasn't rolled with that in a minute. So
I haven't seen that for a while.
Lord Dolph, man. What's up, boy? Yeah. Oh man, Lord Dolph salutes. Go, my dad, uncle, second cuz, 1945. I feel you. Yeah, man. Shit, salute to everybody. Hey, let me ask y'all something, man. On some shit that I know that you guys seen today. What do you think about the new Doctor, man? Huh?
You talk about like the Doctor Who being announced on Mother's Day? Kind of fun.
Yeah. What did you think about that shit coming out earlier this morning, man? Because I seen it. Like as soon as that shit hit, I looked at it, and the thing is, man, I want to know more about Doctor Who than what I know, man. I just don't got the material to watch. I only got like maybe 3 or 4 seasons.
The problem
and it's more than new. No, I don't have no Jodies, man. You can fuck that.
No, I haven't watched hardly any Jodie shit at all. But the thing is, it's to be expected. But
right.
I honestly, I don't want to jump the gun until we see his first performance, whether it's in a trailer or what. If it falls down to writing and the whole black thing doesn't matter, because I went through the comments. There's people bitching about the whole fact that it's a person of color and it's a black man. Women should throwing around all this activism on who just got a job. They're not celebrating he got the job. They're making it their own selfish viewpoints, and that's the whole billboard persona. Right. No one's saying congrats. Everyone's just like talking about how their point of activism is more important than the other.
You hear? I thought Dave Edna got the job.
Yo, and look who we got here.
Hey.
Oh, we missed it again.
Oh man, that was for you to come in, Vigilante Williams.
Oh yeah, I screwed it up. I fucked it all up. No, I'm sorry. I'm all tired.
Nah, man, you good, man. But I missed that. I ain't heard that shit in a hot minute.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a minute.
Come on, man.
Yeah, okay. Vigilante Wiz here on another episode
of Misogyny
of the Primetime Kings. I have no idea what we're talking about. I just walked in.
Neither did most of the Doctor Who
cold
fans.
And blind.
No, you good, man. Nah, I was asking about what they felt about the new Doctor being announced today, man.
I didn't know the new Doctor got announced.
Shit, Steve, Baron, whichever one y'all want to pop up the picture, man. Let's see. And don't even.
Right.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, wait for them to throw it up there, man. And
okay.
It's our first ever Chinese Doctor.
I'm assuming strong woman of color, unfortunately.
Wow. Hey, anybody got a picture? I want to.
I mean,
Baron.
Let's see. I mean,
yeah. Don't even look Vigilante. We're just gonna pop the picture on and see what.
Let's see. It's well here. Let me call you up.
Yeah. Let's get a. Yeah, it don't matter if it's an article, a picture, or.
Yep, I gained that article. Oh, write me with this one. Okay, this one's being an asshole to me. Here we go. Let's go with this one. Okay, and I need to get 2 screens. There's just no doubt about it. I need to get 2 screens.
I thought you had 2 screens. Man.
No, I don't. No, I've been talking about it. There we go.
Okay. So it was close. They got an effeminate black man, said strong black man, a woman of color. I hope he eats Caribbean food because if not, he won't be black enough according to the British black rules. No, I mean, listen, I don't watch Doctor Who, so I can't really comment too much. Hopefully the guy's good. He does a good job. I feel for the fans who probably think, oh, is this another Virtual Sigma hire? I guess only time will tell. I know a lot of people were, at least from what I can gather, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I'm not Doctor Who is not my thing, but Russell T Davies was a former director of this show, correct?
Producer.
Producer. Okay, but he had worked on the show previously, and people were kind of excited to get him back. Am I correct with that?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't, but yeah, others were.
Okay, so there was a little bit of mixedness there. Okay, but I do know there was a little, at least maybe people thinking at least he won't be woke sort of thing. I don't know.
Or basically they're hoping that he's definitely going to be not as bad as what they've gotten for the last couple of years with old girl.
Yeah.
With Jodie Whittaker. Yeah. So, right.
Which, I mean, by the way, which they could be. This could be not as bad, but then I don't know if this is going to be good. Who knows? You know.
We know the thing with this is with Russell T coming back. The whole factor is he going to come back being his old original self, knowing that he hasn't fucking done this shit in so many years, or is he going to come back picking up where this last asshole that fucking destroyed it? Is he going to pick up where he left off at and continue to destroy it even more? And that's what people don't know. And the fact that they hired this new guy, it doesn't say what the fuck's going to happen. They just like, okay, well, now that we have a face to fucking put to whatever is going to be good or whatever's going to be trash, now we got a face to put to it.
Yeah.
That's...
I mean...
It's all dead. All we're doing is waiting for a trailer. I'm tired of it.
Okay.
We're like I just wrote in the chat. We're in an episodic format to every franchise's funeral, and look back at everything that's going on. We got
that's man.
Everything is an episodic journey to help. Picard is prime time for a funeral right now. Discovery. We don't even talk about what was it, Queen Latifah being what was that?
Nah, fuck. The Equalizer.
Yeah, the Equalizer. The Equalizer, yes.
Didn't her shit get renewed for another season?
But think about it. But we don't talk about it. That's the thing. We're watching the funeral get to the point where we're not even talking. So we don't know.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was a CBS show. Those things are just formulaic, like stamped out things for old people to go to sleep to. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but that's literally the design.
What about Batwoman and Legends of Tomorrow and everything else under the sun? The trailer for the new Game of Thrones.
Let's put this all aside. This is not the first Black Doctor Who. Bring that up there. Bring this up here, 24.
Yeah, I know.
Got that up there?
Martha was a companion, though, not a doctor.
No. Here we go.
What's this? What is this?
You're going to get copyright claim for that music.
Yeah, I'm stopping there.
Right.
Awkward. All right, so who's
wait. This is from the Lenny Henry show back in the 1980s. Lenny Henry is he was went on to do the transmitted in October 1985. They were making fun. He's a comedian in England, and there he is. That's Lenny Henry.
Doctor, what's happening? Doctor, what?
Penny,
what?
shut up. It was a comedy bit back then. They already did a Black Doctor back in 1985 on the Lenny Henry show.
Well, he seems a lot more masculine than the current one, so that's not allowable.
Mm-hmm. Well, he also went on to do the TV show Chef on the BBC and all that. He was very, the Vicar. If anyone ever saw the Vicar of Vicar of Dilbury, I think he was married to the woman who starred in that show for a while. And he's also on this abysmal.
So he's like the
Amazon
BBC he's like the BBC version of fucking Eddie Murphy, right?
Kinda, yeah.
No, it looks like the proto-anodizing discorporators have short-circuited the molecular quark overload.
Is that difficult to fix?
No, but it's very difficult to say.
All right, man. It's funny, man. I got to figure out British humor, man. I got to really fucking sit down and somebody got to figure that out. It's like I could sit there and watch. I could watch Monty Python. I could watch a bunch of shit, man, and when people bust out laughing, I'll just be looking like, what the fuck? But then, I could sit there and watch some wild shit like the Wayans brothers, and then, a bunch of, British cats they'll be straight faced, like, what is he laughing about? So it's weird. I don't know. It's interesting how that works, man.
I like some British humor, like some of the stuff Ricky Gervais, like the British Office, and Hot Fuzz.
I like Benny Hill.
Benny Hill.
Yeah. Hot Fuzz. Yeah. I like Hot Fuzz too.
Doctor Who needs to be handled by the guys who did Little Britain.
I've heard of Little Britain. I've never watched. I know Matt. I think he's a Little Britain guy.
But I think there was talk about it at one time, wasn't there? One of the people on that wanted to do it.
No idea.
Hmm.
I don't remember.
I do have a question as a non-Doctor Who fan. So I get that, this probably is a woke hire. I don't know that for sure.
Mhm.
It sucks that anytime
He's a diversity hire.
a diversity hire, which sucks to say as a black guy, because I don't want any time a black person gets a job for it to look like that. But unfortunately, that's what they've been leading with for 2.5, not more than 2.5 years, for 10 years. They've been leading with diversity and leading with kind of these non-meritocratic hires. Is there any chance that this individual happens to be good? Like they accidentally got somebody that might actually do the role justice?
Well, it's funny you say that because if you look at the dude's credentials, he's won a bunch of fucking awards.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, but then again,
That doesn't.
yeah, I know. There you go. I would just you about to take the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I was gonna exactly just say, yeah, he's won a bunch of shit. He's credited for a bunch of shit. Like he has, he won a bunch of shit. But at the same time, what does that mean? Depending on, what the fuck they giving him? Like, did they really give it? Whatever the fuck he won, was it because he was good, or was it because, how they fucking, they'll fucking give you an award for participation nowadays. So it don't, what does it mean?
And I mean, a lot of people are liking it, and I need to rewatch it. The Batman, that's been, came out
on HBO Max now.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max now. I still don't think Robert Pattinson. I mean, they did a good job, but he still feels miscast. So even if you get somebody who you think is a good actor, it doesn't mean they necessarily fit the nature of the character. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I know people will argue with me with that. There's a lot of people who like it. That's fine. But I'm just saying, even let's say they didn't give him a bunch of diversity awards, which, as we know, in this day and age, that does happen. That's just the reality. That's why the Oscars had to get slapping again, because the ratings were in the toilet. But even if some of them are credited, like, is he the right fit? And I don't know enough about, like I said, I'm not a Doctor Who person,
right?
And I don't know enough about. You talk about British humor. I don't know anything about the British acting and the theater and the BBC shows and movies and stuff. So I don't know if he's good. Is he? Because what I ultimately hope for as a neutral party to this is just that people can get something watchable. I think anyone with ears or eyes can see what they did previously was just a complete disaster. And I just hope that this can be a better product than that. It may not be exactly what everyone wants, and that's fine too. But I just hope people who do stick with these franchises, because people stick with these franchises for better or for worse. You know what I mean?
Right.
You invest so much. I call it the Lions fan syndrome, right? Because it's like you just root for this team despite the disaster year after year, and you're just invested, and so you just hope that they can, get something that you actually can watch. Same with the Star Wars fans with the Kenobi, which I still consider myself a Star Wars fan, but I don't want to watch Kenobi. Same with the Marvel fans with the Doctor Strange came out this weekend, which I was supposed to see, but because of yesterday with all the fucking sports and UFC and boxing and basketball and liquor, I did not see.
You go.
Yeah, which is
more of the last, I bet.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing the show from my iPad instead of going up into my bedroom, because I'm too tired. And listen, I tempted fate. I mixed dark liquor with light liquor. It was fun while it lasted, but you do have a bit of a reaction. So I know everyone knows this, but I said,
Vigilante.
It'll be fine.
Vigilante. Vigilante. That did not sound good. You
everyone said It took me a second. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, right. But no, they say don't mix the clear with the dark liquor, and I would say you should follow that suggestion. I didn't get a terrible reaction, but I am just drained. I feel like super drained, so I would not suggest that. And I know everyone else knew that. I'm like, it'll be fine. And it was alright, but it wasn't.
I ain't gonna lie, I do that shit. Yeah, fuck it, man. Yeah, I've done that. I don't even. Yeah, man. If it's a drink, fuck it, man. Let it go. I'm just.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, some people don't care. I've seen people online was like, is that good or bad? I just got this drain. I mean, hey, I'm getting older too. So that's that.
That does it.
But it just, oh man, I just don't feel like doing anything.
You know it's bad when you don't want to crawl up to your bedroom. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, I mean, I got out to use the bathroom and stuff, but I'm
and get
right
a
back
snack
in.
or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I went right back in. I'm like, I don't feel
Vigilante didn't go with the drunk depends route, huh?
No, oh god, that's I'm not that torn. I can move and stuff. It's not like I'm just like I just don't feel. I didn't feel like it, and I'm like, you know what? I can wait a half hour until I feel like getting up, or I could just get on the show somewhat early with my iPad. So fuck it, we're using the iPad. So there we go. But yeah, I hope Doctor Who fans get something they like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If they don't complain about it. I mean, just keep going. Hope for the best. What else can you do?
Yeah, I mean, I've written it off being the new stuff. That is so.
Yeah,
Professor Y is what I call it now. So.
Professor Y.
Damn. So you looking forward to the Doctor Strange movie, man?
No, I was not. I had no. My brother said, "Hey, you want to see it?" I was like, "Oh yeah," and then he was like, "Oh man, I didn't realize all this stuff was going on." So we said, just chilled and watched sports all day. But I mean, you know what pissed me off about the Doctor Strange thing,
man,
was the goddamn. I haven't seen the movie. I really didn't plan on seeing it. But I've been sour on this and even No Way Home ever since fucking WandaVision. When I knew they rewrote all this shit just for some feminism. It was like, this is stupid. And it made everybody look stupid as a result. And they could have had a cohesive, cool story that they told.
Right.
And instead they went for feminism and fucked it all up. And it soured me on the whole trilogy that wasn't. But that was show between WandaVision and for those who don't know, WandaVision, No Way Home, and this Doctor Strange movie, which there is soft connection between them still.
Right.
They were supposed to be more interconnected. That's why such and such the guy was hired for Quicksilver. He was not supposed to be Ralph Boner. He was supposed to be who you thought he was, and they were supposed to link into that. And they were supposed to lean into that. Doctor Strange was supposed to be involved, but late in the game, some feminists said, "Nah, we don't want a woman being shown what to do by a man. Instead, we're just going to make her look like a complete psychopath killer or psychopath mind manipulator." And they rewrote that story and slight elements of the other films to not have that. And so that's what made me sour on Doctor Strange, even years ago when WandaVision was still on. So that's
right.
My thoughts on that. Which, I mean, part of me said, hey, it's just a popcorn movie. Just go watch popcorn. You don't have to be a asshole critic all the time. So that was my thoughts going into it. But no, I'm not excited about it. So I'm done ranting. Yeah.
Well,
now my big question though is, how do you pronounce this guy's name?
Benedict
Cumberbatch.
Oh, I have no idea.
I mean, I'm being serious. I mean,
how you spell it?
It is spelled Ncuti. Now, his last name is Gatwa, Gatwa. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that, but his first name is Ncuti.
Fuck me. Who knows, man? That's fine. You know. But I don't know, man. Me, the whole thing with this Doctor Strange has been that all the rumors surrounding that shit, man, surrounding this fucking movie, end up being better than what the movie actually is.
Well, always
The
does.
rumors sound better than what I've heard the movie actually ended up being. So all the shit that people thought they were gonna see, and all the and everybody, the fucking scoopers and every band, dude. Yeah, man. That's the disappointing part, man. So I don't know, man. I think Doctor Strange straight up is gonna shit the bed. They have like a $480 million, if I'm not mistaken, projection for the whole weekend and all this other shit. I think Doctor Strange. I think when it comes to like the long game of this movie, I think by the time it's all over with, man, it's definitely not gonna hit. Fucking no, it's because that's what they were banking on. They were banking this bitch was gonna hit No Way Home numbers because of the fucking connection with Doctor Strange. But I think this movie is gonna shit the bed, man, and I think it already has, bro.
May 8th, 8:40 a.m. Supposedly, box office says Doctor Strange flies to a stunning $185 million opening, $450 million globally.
450 million. Okay, that was 480, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. And then they China's not going to show it. I heard there's a bunch of Middle Eastern.
I don't think India's going to show it either, right?
Yeah, so basically they just fucked out of so much potential money because ain't no telling if it was allowed how much it would make, but they just fucked out of all the potential money they could have made. So I mean, what does it stand on? Just fucking U.S., Canada, Europe, and then what? I mean, what else does it stand on? What in order for it to have a fucking a successful run?
Antarctica, the Penguin Group really brings in the money.
Man, yeah, man, but this thing here, man, it's I heard so many people were like, I heard the disappointment factor is fucking off the scales, man.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next weekend. How much of a drop is it going to be? I mean,
yeah, it's just the initial, like they're making the initial money of from people that just really just don't fucking know. But the thing that's about us, dog. If we even sniff anything fucked up, man, we're gonna tell it, man. And that's where it changes the game on us watching anything, man. And and even to a fault, man, it might kind of hinder us from really enjoying shit. But you know what, man? To be honest, dude, I could appreciate the honesty when someone says, "Hey, man, if you go watch this shit, you ain't gonna be happy." I could appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying?
How long has the MCU been going? It's been about 18 years or so.
What you mean? Has been doing what?
This MCU universe saga from when they started off, and then all these connected the movies together and all that, making this big, huge. Now, how long is this?
MCU? Is what MCU is what? 13 years?
13 years.
14? Maybe?
14. Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
I mean, how soon until people are going to start getting Marvel fatigue, MCU fatigue?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been muted talking to nobody this whole time like an idiot. It's 2008, so it's 14 years. Marvel fatigue, I'm sure, it has set in. A lot of people have said since Endgame. But No Way Home was a boost. I think No Way Home number predictions would always seem goofy. Is this going to be a bomb? I don't know if it's gonna make a lot of money. I don't know what they budgeted for, but it's not gonna make. I don't think it's gonna hit $1 billion, but I think it's gonna be 700. So I don't know if 700 is a bomb.
Oh, you mean
point?
You think Doctor Strange? You think Doctor Strange hit about 7, maybe 8?
Around 750 to 8. Yeah, that's what I think, and that's where I always thought it would end up. I never. Right. I mean, no matter if they made something good or bad, Doctor Strange is not I didn't like the first Doctor Strange movie. I've gotten flack for that. I don't consider him an A1 Marvel character. Love and Thunder is going to make more money than this, and I mean, even if it's a worse movie, better, it doesn't matter. I'm going off with the normie barometer. If you're one of the OG Avengers, they'll fuck with you. You're Spider-Man, they'll fuck with you. A couple other characters they'll fuck with. Everybody else is kind of just a jobber character. Doctor Strange is getting a boost from No Way Home because he would have made a lot more or less if there was no Way Home. I just don't know where they're going to get the same numbers. I don't know what the expectation was for this movie. To me, it was always a movie that was going to do solid, but not great, and not be a total bomb, but not be a total success either. It was just. I know $750 million sounds like, oh my god, that's a lot of money. But remember, theaters get a bigger cut, and especially because most of that money is going to be international, which. And as you said, some of those markets are not going to go in. They're not going to India. They're not going to China. Those are two massive markets for whatever they're worth. And, even that money, the Britain money, the Australia money, wherever we do get a return, they take a bigger chunk out of their return than we do here. Right. So, I mean, they'll probably be about, plus the marketing budget, all that good stuff. I mean, I've seen commercials and shit for this everywhere. So they'll probably break even. Be around the break-even point.
Well, according to this, the budget was $200 million for the movie. They give it a 75% on the Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty rotten. The tomatoes are, and a 7.5 on Internet Movie Database. So, and 87% of the Google users like it.
Another thing too is, they're using Doctor Strange as the kind of like as the hill to die on. What I mean by that is that. They're not look. Disney is not playing the game that they normally play with their movies, where they'll show the pandering here in America, where they're pandering to whatever community, and then whatever country is against that community, they'll end up cutting the scene out and all this other shit. They're not doing that with Doctor Strange. So basically, Disney is like, fuck y'all if y'all don't want to see America Chavez talk about her two moms or whatever the fuck the case may be in this movie that everybody's in uproar and they banned the movie for. They're like, we're not going to cut out. We're not going to. So basically, it's fucked up how they use Doctor Strange as the movie to say, hey, we're not, when it comes to overseas, we're not going to cut that little part out. We're going to keep it in there. If you don't like it, don't watch the movie or whatever the fuck.
Really? I didn't know that. Well, it makes sense because you said that the stuff was getting cut out of those markets,
right?
I haven't been keeping up with it.
Right. So basically, when it would have been any other Disney movie that would have cut out the little, like how they did in Star Wars, they had the two chicks kissing. They cut that shit off when it came to overseas or whatever the fuck. In this movie, they're not. They said, "No, we're not doing that."
Maybe there's just too much to cut out. They just can't.
Nah, they said it was only like a minute or two or some shit. So basically, if they don't want to cut it out, it's like, okay, well. What are you standing on? Like, what are you standing for? Like, and then I'm thinking what they're saying is the reason why they're doing that is because of the Florida thing. So so the Florida thing's going on. They got some shit in their Doctor Strange movie. Countries are saying, hey, if you keep the shit in, we're not going to show the movie. And Disney's like, well, fuck y'all, we're going to keep it in. So we're not cutting nothing, and that's it. So they're taking their stands here with that, and they're using Doctor Strange.
There's also a subplot of them and China not being as buddy as they were a few years ago. Mm-mm. You know what I mean? Because but after the Mulan fiasco, China kind of stopped fucking with them like that. So I think they kind of felt like I think that had that they'll use the Florida thing to kind of stand on what's this phrase now, 10 toes down, so they can look good for the for their people, for the LGBTQ stuff. But there's also the subplot of China didn't let the Eternals in. China didn't let a couple movies in off the strength. And so they're probably like, well, we're not getting the same money from China anyway. We don't mind using Doctor Strange to try to, especially because it happens to be the movie coming up when all this little Florida stuff. They don't mind doing that to China right at this moment because of how buddy they're not.
Right.
It's 5 years ago, they maybe they wouldn't do this maybe 5
Right.
years ago.
Well,
Is what I'm saying.
it's that like pick and choose of what you want to let in, what you want to promote, what you don't want to promote, and it's in a way that China's gatekeeping what they consider by their standards, and they're holding the money hostage. And we're seeing that whether it be in mainstream media with film releases, comic releases, video game releases, they're even cracking down on video games for God's sakes. The amount of time you can spend. It's spilling over. You're seeing it in things like YouTube, Twitch. Even the way we're looking at how content in TV formats and streaming are going. Everything is turned into this weird type of gatekeeping, and the ones who have their fingers in everything are the ones dictating to their little lackeys who gets to do what, who you should promote, who you should decline, and how much money each of these things get based on how much you bend the knee to touch the ground. And if you're one of those little, what are those things called? Not gophers. What are those little things that do whatever you're told? Like the yes men. If you're just going to be a yes man,
Lemming.
you're a fucking lemming. Yeah, thank you. You're a lemming.
Well, that's what they filled the whole thing up with is yes men now. You don't have anybody sit back and say, "Excuse me, this isn't working."
Yeah, but that's the bad part. That's the messed up part. Like I can't believe it. Like it can't be just the dollar that controls the lemming at this point. Like lemmings still think for themselves to breathe, right? Yeah, the message. But you still think for yourselves to breathe. And if you're letting someone or a mass company or whatever corporation dictate everything to you, and you follow it to the T, and it even goes against your principle and your gut feelings and everything else, there's no hope for you.
Well, I mean, say what you will about these other countries. They didn't bend. They said, no, we don't. I mean, they could have made a lot of money off these.
Sony didn't bend the knee either.
Yeah. I mean, this is the Disney way. This is the Disney way. They're always trying to. I mean, I think because it's against China, maybe it's a little weird, but like they're always trying to cut to whatever message they find convenient, do whatever they find convenient. They're getting heat both sides after, Bob Chapek was right. Just don't. If they would have just had no impact on this Florida thing, they would have been smooth sailing. Everything would have blown over. But because they did put their names in it, now they feel like they're fucking. They have to cut off their nose to spite their face so they don't go back on the message, basically. And it's kind of funny to see, but it's weird.
I think the problem is if the corporations, you're not going to win against the corporations. It's at the point where you have to go after the lemmings.
True.
Because lemmings are dumb. They're going to follow the herd. They're going to fall off the cliff. And when corporations no longer need their lemmings because they found a better group of lemmings to do the same type of work in a different way, you're going to be obsolete with no one. And there's always people out there that want money, who want love, who want that integrity, who want that respect, that hope, that word family, even if it's bullshit, they want it to the point that they don't even realize how much harm they're doing. And they've lost the ability to understand why fans love things the way they do. I'm not going to be a freaking lemming. I can be loyal and not be a lemming, but I also get to control who gets my dollar. And we've all reached that point.
Well, I think what the problem is we see Disney has been assaulted on so many fronts as of this year. I mean, from the grooming, the guys, people getting busted for underage prostitution, right there on the top of that. Of course, losing out, going out the places. Let's face it, they're not getting the money that they expect to.
Trafficking in Disney.
Yeah.
And this is not new. I'm surprised we finally got some of that stuff come to light. And Disney finally, this evil megacorp is finally starting to feel it in their motherfucking pockets as their stock starts to tumble and their earnings start to tumble and people start to say what you will, but a lot of normies didn't know this shit was happening until a lot of this chaos came out.
But look how long it took, Vidge, before they actually realized that the stuff that they thought was good, that everyone was going against, was literally not good. And that's the problem with the tier system. When you're looking at the tier system, there's going to be different tiers of fans, there's going to be different tiers of normies, and there's going to be different tiers of understanding. At the same time, the fingers that are in all those pots trying to say it's this, and that, but you're not even it still falls back under the lemming. You're not thinking for yourself. Think for yourself first before you fucking let anyone else sway your fucking opinion.
Yeah, but what it is with a company like Disney, they have this, and I don't know if it's fair to necessarily call them lemmings. They have this normie base of people who only see Disney through rose-colored glasses, and because they're not looking hard enough, because they're not really fans, and that they're the ones who got woken up. Said, "Wait, what? I just sit my kids through the Disney Channel and go to work and try to pay my bills, and I watch a Marvel movie, but I'm not paying attention to this shit like that. You're telling me there's an agenda? Holy crap!"
It's not. No, you're right. But let's even look at it like this one. We only hear that what you're mentioning is a part of their industry. We're not looking at the industry that are afraid to say anything, which we saw with the leak of that letter when it came to the trans walkout and that thing that happened that time. You remember talking about like that walkout with the one person?
No, yeah.
And then a couple of days later, that letter got leaked. There was an intern thing going, I think, to JPEG because they're terrified that they can't even have their own opinion as a human being in a workplace where you're not supposed to have this shit being talked about. You're supposed to be doing your goddamn job.
Yeah, something they're not doing.
So it's the lemming format is it's okay. Maybe lemming's the wrong word. What would you call somebody that roams around blind? Okay, I'm sorry. It's a roaming dumbass IED, and all it does is it roams around and blows up at shit when it needs to.
Yeah, that's I would have thought of that. That's yeah. It's kind of
all right. I don't want to trigger with that terminology if you've ever had it run in with an IED. But I'm trying to make it.
Yeah.
I hate people who are yes men. I hate the yes mentality, and it's even on the opposite side where people think that everyone who agrees with like people like Nerdrotic or Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy or Quartering or anyone like that. If you have the same viewpoints, these opinions, you're automatically a sheep at the same time. No, you're not. Everyone can agree with certain values, but it doesn't mean you're losing your unique individualism.
Yeah. Doesn't mean you agree with every single thing everyone says either. I mean, I listen to a lot of people I don't agree with.
Yeah,
or I don't agree completely with.
The problem is never let one or more person tell you what to do, and you just honestly go with it.
Yeah,
everything someone tells you what to do because you think they are something higher than they are. You've already doomed yourself. You've doomed your name. And when things hit the ground, whether you're Disney, CBS, Paramount, whatever, you're going to have a worse time climbing out of that hole to get back a good name than mainstream goddamn fucking news right now.
Yeah. Yo, with that,
I'm sorry for swearing so much, man.
Let's not forget.
You good?
Disney owns ABC, so here you have the ABC News Network. How are we supposed to trust anything that comes out of them when it's in relation to this, especially with the stuff that's going down at Disney?
I just don't watch Disney. I don't. You know what I've been doing? I'm watching things like Freakazoid or Animaniacs or Angry Video Game Nerd or working on intros or playing video games. Like the YouTube itself, after when we saw that article with Mama Susan meeting one of those misinformation centers. Guess what, bitches? Give it about a year, and we're going to be living in a police state YouTube at this point when it comes to information. They will deem what's successful. They will deem if you're monetized after a review because they don't give you any answers.
No.
Your channel on a whole is what it's looked at. So even if they say you have 3 shorts that do very well when it doesn't go well with the rest of your other stuff, they'll never tell you what videos are your problem is, and then you'll be at Schitt's Creek without a paddle. It's the same thing when we're watching how I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, I'm on a rant today. I had chicken wings and pizza. So
no, you're good, man.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna stand by that. I don't think I'll make a t-shirt. Fuck lemmings. Honestly, if you can't think for yourself, you should.
Fuck lemmings.
Mouth.
That's what's up. Hey, I like to say, there you go. I like to say what's up to the lovely Sherry. She says good day to you, 24/7 Fusion Media, and hello to Fats, Vigilante Williamson, and Baron Norman Tag. I'd like to say what's up to Zax. What's going on, Zax? He said the big problem for Disney is that they have a clear template for resolving conflict in their media now. That means you know exactly how every scene will break down, predictable and boring. Yeah. And Glenn just says, I'm thinking of the Flintstones episode where the fake Fred could only say yes, yes, yes. I remember that shit.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Pat S? Yeah, Pat S is in the house. What's up, Pacific 414? He says, what's up to everybody in the panel? Old man, how's it going, brother? Pat S says, I'm sorry I'm late. Why is it always a CNN that looks like a middle school lunch lady with Michael Jordan hands that gives me a sponge bath and never the cute 24-year-old with big eyes who works at night?
Sorry, they're too busy on Instagram trying to cancel Bill Murray.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, that's why.
No, they're on Instagram posting twerk videos, but I mean, maybe they're doing that too.
No, that's where Kiki Palmer actually put the post about the thing. Yeah, on Instagram, and she's a Disney kid.
So what's up, Sherry? What's up, Zax? Glinzer?
Wait, what's going on with Bill Murray?
Where?
Oh, you didn't know, man? Fucking Bill Murray getting canceled right now.
No, what did he do?
Yep.
I mean, Disney kid's ego got in the way of her intelligence.
Yeah.
No,
So
Bill Murray was Bill Murray.
You know, so basically, man, this is what's going on with a lot of these people, man. Basically, something was said that someone didn't like, and they ran and they told the principal, and now they're getting fucking, you know, they're getting kicked out of school. So basically, that's really what it is, man. So you know, it's not nobody didn't touch nobody, you know, nobody didn't, you know, touch the ass or squeeze a tit or no shit like that.
Okay.
Basically, yeah, it was just you know, they said something. It was, you know, not even, hey baby, let's fuck. It was just like, you know, what they said with Fred Savage, like Fred Savage got fucked over and on his Wonder Year show. And they said with him, you know, he's sitting there hollering at somebody. Basically, they say that's what directors do, like basically like how Tom Cruise does on the fucking Mission Impossible. That's be sitting there screaming at motherfuckers. They say Fred Savage, you know, be having a thing or two to say, and people so soft nowadays that they get hurt and they want to go back and tell the higher ups, and all of a sudden there's an investigation. He has a toxic behavior, this and that bullshit, and boom, he's gone. And they said that's the same thing that Bill, like they say, like for instance, like nowadays you got Lucy Liu, Drew Barrymore, and all these other motherfuckers from Charlie's Angels talking about what Bill was a problem before when he was on the set of their movie back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah, but they turn around and said, well, what happened? Well, you know, they said it was to the effect that Bill Murray, you know, like he like all the fucking Charlie's Angels motherfuckers were all standing next to each other, and he was like, "You can't act, you can't act, you can't act." And he goes to Lucy Liu and says, "Well, what the fuck are you doing here?"
That's Bill Murray.
Yeah, but see, that's the toxic behavior that they said that, you know. So years later, it's coming out now that Bill Murray then said something new. That shit's coming out too. You know, so there's a lot of bullshit happening, man.
Okay, I gotta do my, you know, with all due respect,
yeah, go ahead.
Doing my due diligence, research,
I know.
Research and all that.
Right.
So he man, that sounds really. What I mean, fuck me. What took you 20 years to talk about this shit? And like, unless he was like, okay, he played grab ass, even though I still think it's jank 20 years to talk shit about it. It's like, well, I mean, you shouldn't be grabbing ass. But if he just said you hoes can't act, I mean,
right.
There wasn't no cap in his rap. Those bitches couldn't act. I mean, especially Cameron Diaz was never an actress. Lucy Liu was a little decent. But like Drew Barrymore sometimes could, sometimes, you know, cocaine's a hell of a drug. But Cameron Diaz wasn't no actress.
I don't care. She could shake her booty in that one scene. It was fine.
We knew why Cameron Diaz got it. And there's no shame in that. Same reason why Megan Fox is a Hollywood actress. It's a visual medium. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, don't act like you were some stage, you know, actress. He wasn't wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Viz, you just summed up all of the cast of Baywatch.
Exactly. And that's the point. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
No, there isn't.
See, here's the problem, man.
Sexuality
and I'm not trying to
sells. Violence sells. Murder sells. Drugs sell. You know what sells? The shit we're told not to look at. We are raised like as kids with censored porn channels and all that stuff. That has made us want to turn and rubberneck ourselves to every car crash we see when we hear those words. You want to know why? Because our brains need that dopamine. But what we're getting is now this new generation, their dopamine is by playing victim because they can't put down a fucking everyone's fat phobic, running around doing other people's work because you heard a rumor rather than actually talk to a person and figure out for yourself that maybe what I'm doing is wrong or maybe I shouldn't shit on that bed. There is enough of this shit going around and I'm sick of it.
Man, you're hitting on it. When you were saying Bill Murray and Charlie's Angels, I just knew he was like, oh man, damn, Bill was trying to fuck the bitches.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was gonna be some like, damn, Bill, what the fuck did you do? That's why I was thinking in the back of my head. You just said these hoes can't act.
Fucking He comes from a generation that they are all trying to kill, or when they do die, they try to villainize their death the next day on Twitter.
Yep.
Shit, that happened this week. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. But
Yeah,
so
I heard
you-
about that too, man.
that was crazy. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking about doing a video on that, even though, like I'm trying to expand.
I
and
never
shit.
knew the guy, but like the one thing that has to be protected. I'll say this again: normal sexualization, whether it be masculine or femininity, has to be protected. We don't need to look like a board of wood. The whole concept of a man being raised by their dad or whoever to be chivalrous, pull your chair out, open a door, whatever, compliment the dress, not the ass. All that stuff falls under one thing. It's not a trope. It is showing respect to the opposite gender. And all of a sudden, it's considered fucking something totally else.
You're a misogynist. What was I going to
I
say?
know. Damn. I was about to say, man, I respect the ass. They fuck the dress.
Yeah, but you respect the dress before you respect the ass. You got to remember, still got to be gentleman, right? Depends on the lady too. But like that's. I promise to the next woman who freaks out like that, I promise to pull out the forklift for her. Jackass.
Oh, but what I was going to say about Bill Murray, you think you were victimized. What about that guy in the Wendy's who Bill Murray stole his fries and Bill Murray just looked at him and said, no one will ever believe you were walked off. That guy was victimized.
Look at Chris Hardwick, and he was victimized.
Chris who?
The guy who was doing the Talking Dead.
Oh yeah. I remember that. That was a few years ago. Yeah, the Talking Dead. Yeah, I remember him.
You want to talk? You want to talk ultimate victimized? Let's look at Zoe Quinn and her accusations that she never apologized for, never had to go through anything for, redeeming for, made a man take his own life.
I remember that.
Shit,
That
right.
was about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Yeah, I remember that.
You want to talk about equality? There's your equality. A woman can go online and accuse a person to the point where they self-delete themselves, and there's no retribution. You want to talk equality? Let's look at that fucking equality.
I was trying to be light with the fry thing, which did happen apparently.
Sorry. I'm on a
No.
little bit today.
No, I feel you because this you get to a point where it does get like, okay, we can't.
Oh, I am at that point. Like it's not
yeah,
dip the tea, it's spit it in your face and tell you to grow the fuck up.
like you get tired of it. It's like, come on, man. Like I'm not. It's like what do you people want from other humans? Is like, what do you expect? Like, okay, if you had an issue with Bill Murray, you had 20 some odd years to say something about it.
The thing is, it's not just in mainstream now. It's here on our doorstep on YouTube as well. It's on Twitch as well. People think because they've been here so long, they're entitled to respect. They're entitled to their ass kissing. They're entitled to this and that. Not everyone, but you can see a common trend in general. And when that starts playing through, you start seeing this weird aspect where eventually shit will hit the fan. And it's directed everywhere rather than the source of the problem that should have been easily talked out. Conversation is one of the biggest things they're trying to kill right now, right up there with trying to remove history by hiding a statue and saying it doesn't exist. If we take away the ability to communicate and respect an opposite opinion, then we are no longer being a social society. We are just being robots in a Borg cube waiting for our next commanded NPC update.
That's the plan.
Like that?
Well, that's what they want.
Yeah, I mean,
don't talk about this shit. Like, I'm just swearing more than goddamn a Limp Bizkit album. I'm sorry, 24.
No, you're good.
well, at least it's much better lyrically than Limp Bizkit. No offense, Fred Durst.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So-
I did it all for your Nookie. Your Nookie.
Even though I like break stuff still.
Oh,
That's
break
their
stuff
fucking
probably
break stuff.
short. Nookie break stuff is still pretty good. Behind Blue Eyes, and then you have
Blue Eyes is cool.
Counterfeit from the first album with the Faith cover. Yep.
Yeah, they had some cool. Those first few albums were cool. Limp Bizkit gets a bad rap. I mean, part of it is deserved. Part of it is like
You shouldn't have dressed like Gilligan for that album. I'm sorry with that weird Gilligan hat. I'm sorry. I have a lot of respect when I say that. But the reason they did it that
I love
too.
Gilligan.
Yeah.
But like, society's gotta lighten up, man. This is too much, man. This is
Yeah, man.
And you're on to something about them trying to eliminate communication. I mean, there are people.
Whisper networks are the next lightsaber, and that's what's happening.
Well, yeah, they do want to stop communication. Former President Obama made it known that the First Amendment does not count for this, does not count for Facebook, does not count for Twitter. He came out and actively sat back and said that the First Amendment does not cover this, which means they can do whatever they want.
You know
That's
what?
why
Though?
everyone's losing their crap, and we're seeing things like it's a threat to our democracy. You know, it's
I have two minds of that. I still don't know what to think about the whole private company thing. Right? I'll be honest. Because my thought is my almost argument, even though it's impossible because of this. Well, here's the thing: if they enforced a lot of, and maybe it was last week that Barron was talking about, if they enforced a lot of monopoly laws, I would be okay with it. But because they don't, it's unfair. Maybe that's as I talk this out, it makes sense. If you enforce the monopoly laws, then you could say, yeah, Google, you can do, you can't have your own form of speech. You shouldn't be bound by the free speech laws. You're a private company, but we're not going to let you have the control of all the internet. With Amazon, you can't have your own free speech, but you can't own all the servers. You know what I mean? Because they don't do that, I disagree with the thing. So as I talked it out, that's my opinion.
You know what Elon can really do? He can turn Twitter and shut it down for a week and say, sorry guys, this is under revamp. Can you imagine a week without Twitter?
Oh my!
I don't use Twitter, so I have no idea.
I know shit. It's really hard to message you and shit.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. But that's what I'm trying to say. Imagine Elon gets to the point where he wants to make the code open source, right? So there's no shenanigans behind the scenes. But imagine this man decides to shut down Twitter to the world for a week. Think about the mind reset and refresh you would get out of that. And the next thing you know, it's on par with Twitch, and there's all these new features.
Well, you know, the thing is,
Twitter can become YouTube. You don't think about it. If he buys Twitter, he can reformat that to make it be the next YouTube if he wanted to.
He could.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he can start YouTube with Twitter, and I can't wait to see that.
Well, you know, the whole issue with that would be that don't look. I tell you what, I wouldn't have a problem with none of that shit either. The whole issue, there'll only be two issues though, is that a lot of us communicate to each other. We talking like doing live streams for hit each other up. You know, if it's not Discord, it's definitely the DMs. So it's between the communication on the DMs and people normally are advertising. People make money off. So basically, if they was to shut this off, communication would be down, because communication among us, I think, is important, and a lot of us that do depend on the money making part of advertising and having our links in our bios and all that other shit that people can come and buy merch. If you shut that off, then that's a means of money getting cut off, and I think that hurt a few folks too.
It might hurt a few folks. But
I'm just being honest. I'm just saying, like, those two things would be.
I agree with you on that. But guess what? It's just a social platform.
Right. I mean, but it's helpful in that sense.
No, I agree. It's helpful, but I would like to see what would happen to the world if Twitter was shut off. For
you remember when I think wasn't it Facebook that was cut off for like a day or two or some shit?
Yeah,
but you know how much money a lot of I'm talking about a lot of people lost.
They're all lizard people anyways. Who cares? I'm sorry.
Suicide Watch went up high too on that day too because people didn't have their Facebook fix.
Yeah,
they're so tuned into it.
Are you serious?
Oh, I don't know. I'm being a smart ass, but I'm sure.
Okay, all right. I was like, shit. I didn't hear about that part, but I don't doubt it.
I don't know. I think there's conversations that are great to have, and I think the benefit in general for being here for the last. I'm on my third year on YouTube now. Is getting to know people like you guys.
Right.
There's always going to be assholes. Assholes never change, but there's going to be people that will always be there to work things out, and you'll have loyalty and friends with ones you will either call brother or sister, whatever you want to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to ride those waves, and they're going to go up and down. And the thing is, with Twitter, we're seeing that type of up and down wave of how the people are reacting to the Elon Musk thing. But we need a shakeup bigger than that, and he has the ability to do that. You're saying when Facebook shut down, people were losing their crap. Well, the same thing could have happened when MySpace had a problem, or when the PSN network got hacked and went down for a week. Guess what? We still survived. Look at how the GameStop thing came out with the stocks and all that stuff. It's going. The pendulum has to swing. But let's put it this way: we've seen all these cartoons where the pendulum swings and knocks down all the Jenga bricks. Those Jenga bricks need to keep coming down because we're setting ourselves up for a larger fall. And we can brush off as many things as we want, but that fall is still going to hurt. So what do you want? More bricks underneath you or less?
I feel you. I just want some pussy, but I mean.
Sorry, that's what people say, man. Chicken wings and pizza, bro. I got no fucks to give them.
What? I'm just saying.
I'll tell you the truth. I had a buddy. Sorry about that, bitch. Go ahead.
No, I'm just letting you guys know I'm transferring to the actual computer. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right, that's cool, man. Go for it, brother.
I'll tell you something. Like when I was doing the convoy shit, and I removed every fucking stream of that. It's backed up on Rumble because.
Oh yeah, you kicked ass on
YouTube,
that one.
YouTube hates. I wrote 230,000 views off my channel because YouTube does not like it. That I put everything backed up on Rumble. But the thing is, I had a friend of mine that I have known for a few years, always being judgmental and being on everything. Every time I went live with the convoy, every time I did a stream, and no matter what I did, they were always nitpicking and criticizing the content to the point where it was almost sacrificing a friendship. And I had to tell them this. You are going to make me want to never talk to you again because you can't let it go and understand how something can make people care more than what they were doing before. It doesn't mean they're blowing you off. It doesn't mean they're blowing them off. But if you keep coming at people like this, you're going to hurt them and you're going to be alone. And eventually it changed. I don't think we are taking into consideration as much how much, not the influence we have on the people that click on our video and watch, but how much influence we have on the people we talk to every day. And the ones we care about the most can also be the ones that hurt the most, even if it's just a misunderstanding, and it falls back under the communication thing. Twitter, like you said, is great. It might help people get money, get found, but we all got to disconnect sometimes. We say this to our own selves when we're on YouTube. Disconnect for a week, take a vacay, stop doing content, relax. It's the same thing with Twitter. It's the same thing whether it would be Facebook or MySpace or when ICQ was a thing or AOL Messenger. What do you do when your internet crashes in your building for like a couple hours? What do you do then? Go to your phone. What if you have no data? What do you do that? We're so wrapped up on the next thing to feed the content that I think we're sacrificing way too much of our mind and soul just for that content. We're already in that board cube if you're a content creator. And Mama Susan is the queen, is the board queen. Jeff Bezos is the board queen, is the cutest. Yeah, however you want to look at it. Right now, we have Elon Musk, aka 7 of 9, running through with like a multiphasic shield generator, just effing shit up bits and pieces by everything. And I want to see more like that happen. I want to see ripples. Ripples are what make life interesting.
Well, yeah, get rid of that complacency. It's like whenever you have competition, whenever you have something going out there that challenge you, it brings you to that next level. If you don't have it, you become complacent. You don't care.
You're bored. You are so bored. You're bored.
Yeah. And I'm sure Elon has some plans. It's going to be interesting to see what he has in mind with his little Twitterverse, in his acquisition, and where he's going to branch off with that. And it's needed. You need to have competition. You need to be challenged. You need to be driven. That's one of the things that people forgot to bring up about all the problems we have is the self-esteem movement. The self-esteem movement was one of the biggest things to pull back competition because, I'm good enough. The whole Stuart Smalley crap that Al Franken did. The thing is if you're doing that, then you're being complacent. You're not striving. You're not realizing you stumble, you fall, you skin your knee. You got to get up. You got to keep going. You don't keep up with the Joneses. You try to get ahead of the Joneses and let them try to catch up to you. And, if you keep stagnant, like you said, it's effing boring.
Yeah, it is.
And we don't know.
Yeah. But talks like this for me are stimulating. I'm sorry, 24. I didn't.
No, hey man, hey.
This isn't seeking attention. I'm literally apologizing. So I just want to make sure.
No, you're good, man. I appreciate it. You don't got to apologize to me for nothing, man. We're good. We're brothers, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Shit, I'm glad we could talk, man. I'm glad you're here. You feel comfortable enough to what's up, Pops? He says RIP to mediocrity. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
What's up, Punk Waddle? Lindsay?
I want to one day see RIP to high school mentality. I would love to see that.
Keep it in high school. You know, and it comes right down to the fact that, you know, bureaucracy. I mean, we lost George Perez. What are we going to replace George Perez with?
Shit.
Cal Arts. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
But that's it, though. It's everything has to die before it can rise again, and that's the sad part. I've heard this being talked about before. Star Trek has to go away for 10 years. Star Wars has to go away for 10 years. If Sliders comes out and bombs, that's going to have to go away for 10 years. Doctor Who, this is an attempt with Davies. If that fails, it's going to be gone for 10 years. There's nothing else left, and I hate saying that. It's giving up hope. It's accepting the fact that no matter where we're looking in these multiverse of franchises, it's just another turd.
Quantum Leap just got no. I'm gonna tell you something. Quantum Leap just got greenlit to fucking to go into production finally. So it's happening.
Aren't they doing a woke take of that?
Yeah.
Say it again now. Vigilante?
I said, aren't they doing like a woke take of that?
Well, it's supposed to. Well, see what it is. The whole concept of it is these new scientists they find the project, and they're trying to figure out how to work it, and they bring in Ernie Hudson, which is right, and so so he's attached to it from a long time ago, and they're trying to figure out what happened to the actual Quantum Leap guys or whatever the fuck. So I can't remember the names.
Captain Archer's not part of it anymore. I think he didn't want to be a part of it.
Well, but the thing is that they're gonna try to go find him. So I mean, even though he might want to just wait and see if this shit's gonna be a dud before he comes on, at the end of the first season or the beginning of the second season, where they're gonna actually, if it's worth watching, he'll want to come on and be like, okay, well, they found me in the fucking Quantum Leap, and then I guess by the time they find him, his partner, who just passed away not too long ago in real life, Ziggy, they're gonna find out that he's gone, and they're gonna see what happened to Archer. So, I mean, yeah, man. I could see it being something good if they don't fuck it up, man. But it's hard, man. But I tell you what, I give Sliders a better chance of being something good than Quantum Leap. And I know Sliders. I have more faith in Sliders. My bad.
I have more faith in the second season of Invincible when it comes out.
Of who?
Invincible.
What the fuck is that?
The animated one.
Oh, Invincible. Yeah. Okay. All right. I got you. I was like, what the fuck? All right,
I do read books. I have Babylon 5 books. I have the Sword of Truth series. I think I have the oil. Okay, I don't know if anyone's ever seen the cover of the Lord of the Rings, which has all 3 books in one, but it's the oil painting of the castle. I think it's the Castle of Mordor. And all the reds and blacks. I got that. That's from my dad's when he was a kid. I still have the pages are paper thin and everything. I read that a lot. I read Dean Koontz once in a while. Some of the Dean Koontz books are still great. I would love to see an actual movie like Phantoms. I love, but Ben Affleck, I still love that.
Oh yeah. I love Phantoms. Phantoms was actually pretty good.
And Chekhov, who died from the Abrams universe, he played one of the Dean Koontz book characters as well. If you can find, I think there's the Watchers. Remember, they had the Beast that came out of a military base, and the very smart dog. I don't want to see the Stand and Whoopi Goldberg.
No.
Rather see her shaking her shit and jumping Jack Flash, huh?
Not even. I'd rather see her sister act. Whoopi Goldberg has gone from sister act to sister whack.
What do you think, Vigilante?
Fuck.
Well, I was going to comment a little bit ago when you were just talking about franchises in general. As far as the Quantum Leap, even I did watch a little bit more of this as a kid than something.
Right.
It was, but the similar message. I just hope you do get something good and not something garbage. Obviously, our expectations are low for a right reason, and kind of to piggyback into that, the franchise stuff, man. I think you said stuff needs to go away from 10 years. I'll go a step further than that. A lot of these franchises need to go away, man, just completely. And I really think what has to happen is going to take a long time. Unfortunately, there's no quick fixes.
Nope.
But it's gonna take the independent creators, and a lot of them exist on YouTube currently, and they have tons of views, but they're not quite what we've been used to as far as scripted media, right? We're so used to the television and movie formats. They're going to be shorter formats. There's going to be different formats, but there are different creators that exist on YouTube that are very entertaining outside of even what we're talking about, like, the Fandom Minutes. I mean, just like, hey, I'm sure a lot of you guys know what's that, Dust? And that they are actually a channel and stuff.
Yeah. Actually, I'm subscribed to Dust.
Really cool stuff. Cool stuff in these short format sort of things. So I think eventually these big studios won't be the only game in town, and they're already losing it. And it's going to take a long time. It's going to take 10 years. It's going to be our, not this generation, but the next generation is going to look back at like Netflix. What is that? Some old people shit. We're on whatever. You know what I mean? So that, and then it's going to be a different format. And hopefully those creators will be outside of the corporate structure, the corporate yes men, the corporate lemming stuff, because that's the only true way you get new good franchise. Because otherwise, you have a Hollywood exec and a group of what do they call those people? Like a focus group.
Yeah,
you have focus groups,
test
audiences, and focus groups. And whiteboards with dinosaurs and diversity over.
You say whiteboards? That's racist.
That's what they're called.
They're called whiteboards with a P, not whiteboards. They're whiteboards, not whiteboards.
They're called whiteboards.
No, they're called whiteboards because they come with a brush to wipe off.
I promise you, in America, they're called whiteboards.
Y'all call me racist, motherfucker.
I promise you everything I love. No,
I'm gonna get my blackboard right now. I'm just gonna write on that shit with my white chalk.
There, okay. You work. You work me. So no, seriously though. Seriously, whatever. But no, that's the future. All these franchises have to go because the corporate America that owns them have no means to make good material, at least purposely. They can do it on accident, where they just give somebody who's a good creative a budget and walk away. But they're not doing that. They're doing these focus groups. They have the not so secret agendas. And that's all we're going to get. I mean, I hope Kenobi's good. I don't think it's going to be. I hope all the other stuff that comes out. I hope Quantum Leap is going to be good. I hope every other franchise they're milking to death. They're doing a Honeymooners reboot. You know what I mean? Unless you guys the best, I don't expect good stuff. I just think hopefully the newer age creators who are coming up with their own stuff on this platform and other platforms, they're going to be the future. Otherwise, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to break this to you, Vidge. I think all of us know this in the back of our mind. What we're saying, but like we need that one event to start that fall or start like that whole everything needs to be not touched. It's coming.
Yeah.
When Lord of the Rings of Power drops, it's going to not only flood YouTube, it is going to flood everywhere to the point where this is a voice that will be heard louder than Black Bolt. Okay? It won't be a whisper. They won't go crying quietly into the night. This Lord of the Rings thing that is coming is going to be worse than Last Jedi, but it's going to be more powerful. It's not going to be a fandom menace. It is going to be pretty much a metaphor for every kaiju battle going at once, and it's going to be across every social platform.
As much as Star Wars is loved and people are disgusted, so many people disgusted with how it's gone, Lord of the Rings is far more beloved across the board amongst a wide swath of people. I mean, it is almost a national book in England, for crying out loud. This is something beloved what Tolkien did. Yep. And then these asswipes that are doing their show sit back saying, yeah, we're not, we don't even read the book. We're just going off with the synopsises, and we are going to make it better because obviously Tolkien didn't know what he was doing.
Wheel of Time.
You wouldn't be talking about it if he didn't know what he was doing.
Yep.
We wouldn't know what Tolkien wanted to do. There are notes and letters like you can't believe, and incomplete pieces of work or how he was thinking about going with the books and this and that. But no, we don't know anything that was going in the mind of Tolkien. He never talked about it at all.
Wheel of Time was your Lord of the Rings. Wheel of Time, if you ever have a chance to find the audiobooks and listen to them, by the time you get to the point of the desert, with Rand, and I think it's like book 6 or 8, I can't remember, it's been a long time.
Right.
For me, I'll tell you, I cheated through that book. I skipped every chapter that wasn't about Rand in the desert, and I just kept going to Rand first. And then I went back and did the other chapter about the other characters. I didn't give a fuck about the other characters. I wanted to know about Rand, the Dragon Reborn. I wanted to know what that. That's all I cared about. And then I skimmed through the whole series, going through Rand's storyline first. Why? Because that was the most important thing to me, because it meant something to me. And then I can go back and actually read how the other storylines fit in. It's the same thing with Sword of Truth. When you get past Wizard's first rule and it starts becoming... I can never remember it. Richard Rahl. I think that's his name, Richard Rahl. And his whole love for Kaelin and search for Kaelin over all the books and releasing the chimes and all that stuff and almost killing magic. And it's, I would skip his chapters and then go back to find out why is Zedekiah so memory dumb throughout all of these books, because it's his grandfather, right? And he somehow, it's great. And then you go back and you see him going through the temple. The backstory lore, the backstory of the world before the world we're being told right now, that is where the shit is, and we're not getting that. There was no fucking identity politics when you're trying to survive by the blade and shield. Fuck off. Mm-hmm. Magic wasn't about identity politics. Fuck off. Casting a spell to keep the undead realm out of the living realm was not about identity politics, what your dick looked like, who you fucked, or what you fucked at night. It was about the fact that you had to cast a spell, believe in mysticism, believe in a higher power, and raise the veil. You know what? And they're tearing down the veil because they don't want us thinking with our minds. They want us thinking with our hate. And that's how they think of this whole thing as an advertising campaign. This is why I don't talk about this shit, because it kills me. It kills a lot of us. And then I have to explain to friends what the fucking different tiers of fans are and how much it means to them because, well, it's just not for you anymore. Fuck you, it's not just for you anymore. It's the fact is they're telling us it's not for us anymore. We were here first. We want to pass it on to our kids, our family, anyone else who is feeling down. Do you know how many fucking franchises have saved people from fucking self-deletion? And you're telling us it's not for us anymore? Tell it to the person who didn't die that night because something in a franchise gave them hope. Fuck you. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of being told how much of a bad person I am.
Well, one story. James Doohan always talked about it. Yes, he got a disparaging letter up from someone who was, despondent and thinking about, their life in their life. And he wrote a letter back to him. And then he found out later because of Scotty, it made him want to become an engineer. He found something to focus on, to go, that there is more to life than it is. This is what it's all about. We love this. Now we're being told we don't matter. We're crap. We're the ones that have been sticking through these franchises, through thick and thin, high and low. The high and low of Star Trek, the high and low of Star Wars, the high and low of Doctor Who, when we didn't know if we're going to have another season or not. Babylon 5, the same thing. It doesn't matter. We were there. We fought alongside. Yeah, we debated what was good and what was bad in there, but we debated about it. We weren't, the assholes who we got out there today right now who are shouting us down saying that this isn't for you no more. The hell it isn't. This is for everybody. And that is your problem. Star Trek is for everybody. The moment that Jason Isaacs or whatever his name is that was playing the evil captain on Discovery sat back and said, if you don't agree with us, don't watch. Well, listen here, you son of a bitch. Quit acting. Get off. You just, in one word, described why Space Travels with Kurtzman deserves to be deleted off the face of the freaking earth.
That's it. Look out. See, there it is. There's the anger. There's the passion. But for some reason, yours is considered a hate click now.
I am a hate click. You know what? You're absolutely right. People step back and say I'm a hater. It's like, yes, I'm absolutely right. I'm hate. I'm hateful of the fact of how the things are being destroyed. How I'm being told I'm insignificant, that I don't matter. I hate seeing the things that were built up and were handed to the next generation literally shat upon, pissed upon, destroyed, and then being held back saying, look what we did. Didn't we do a great job? Of course I hate that. Because I love this stuff. I love what I was brought up on. I love what I enjoy. I love the fact that I can try to pass this on to the next generation. And right now I'm being denied that because of these nimbly pigs that are sitting around there doing a circle jerk, thinking that, if we got enough monkeys on a typewriter and we throw shit on the wall and it sticks, we got something.
And yet we're battling, and yet we're all trying to fight against this, and yet we're doing it to each other every day. Our own hypocriticalness is already in front of us, and it's been going on since Mandalorian. I'm just going to drop that mic for a second.
There you go.
They've already trained each other.
Like a bad
That's why there's some things out there that I will always have loyalty to. People I will always have loyalty to. I'll try my best. But I will never say your opinion's wrong. I will joke about it because that's what we used to do. We used to joke about the best captain, or the best starfighter, the best Sith, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Right.
But the fact that they're now going to books and ruining them means that they can't go to the Batmans no more. They can't go to the Iron Mans, the Mega Mans. They can't do that anymore because we already know what they're going to do.
Say, Vidge, what do you think about that?
Sorry.
No, you good. Oh, he's
I think he fell asleep.
Yeah, nah, he's he's smoking on something. He's taking a smoke break. All right. Well.
My bad. I heard you, and then what happened is, you know what? I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you, Chief. And I hope it doesn't come off, bro. For better or worse, all these franchises broke me to the extent like, all right, y'all felt. I don't care. I feel that's why I can always just like, man, I feel for the people that still are looking for goodness, man, because I there's always something good in the stuff you love. I can still watch, the OG Star Wars. I can still watch, Batman animated series. I can still watch all the stuff I still love. I got my SWAT Cast DVD. I got Mr. Bean. I was going through all the DVDs I had. I thought my DVD collection. So I actually got a bunch of stuff. So I'm like, oh man, I could go through media until what I'm actually doing is I built a new computer. Finally got it working. I'm trying to get my old Steam library up and running on this. And I'm just like, man, I could go. My brother's telling me about new games. There's a lot of good stuff. I don't know, Central Dildo's here, but he's been putting me up on the new hip hop music. And I'm like, man, there is still good in the world of entertainment. Oh, yeah. It is a lot harder to find, but it does exist. And so, even though I get the rage, go ahead. I'm cutting you off.
No, go ahead, man. I'm like hearing you rant. No, you're right.
It's like that's just where I'm at. I'm not. We have to keep talking about this. In fact, I think talking about this and spreading the culture. I've said this. The backlash Disney is facing now, they wouldn't have faced 10 or 15 years ago. They were too beloved back then. You couldn't take away Florida couldn't do what it's doing now 10, 15 years ago. They couldn't do it in the 90s when Disney was going Lion King, Toy Story, and all these movies year after year. There's no way you could have did it. But in the era when they've ruined all these franchises and there's a lot of ill will towards them, it's a lot easier to get these things done. It's a lot easier to investigate Disney. They have less power. So that's where the actual power in this actually starts showing up real life, because now the culture has shifted to where these companies are a little less powerful than they were just a few years ago. And that's where it's a good thing. So keep talking about it. We do have to keep talking about it. Yeah, but I'm in a place where I'm more focused on I'm trying to at least personally focus on the positive.
Did you see the
there's no excuse for this. Go ahead.
Did you see the new intro yet?
Intro to this?
Yeah.
Yeah, to the show.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, the matter of fact, since we're an hour and a half into it, for everybody that didn't see it at the beginning of the show, it's gonna be the new intro that we got for the show. Here you go. Check it out. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all haven't seen it.
It's gonna be loud.
Yeah.
Good.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction, cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna
Unless you hit the blunt, you see that smoke?
Oh, will you fucking
Vigilante.
fight back?
I don't fuck with blunts. It's
Say what?
I don't fuck with blunts. It's bowls and papers now. But that's
Yeah, well, shit. I'm just saying. I mean, that's still, that's smoke coming out your joint.
That's crazy. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, love that shit. Especially like I say, when I see a little smoke, I say, vigilante.
That wasn't the intention.
Like I said,
There's another variant. I'm actually working on the final copy, but that was just a taste because I wanted
Okay, yeah. I thought about vigilante and Baron just fucking going ham on that green. I was like, shit. Seeing that smoke, made me want to smoke some.
No, I'm just honestly, you got protect what there is. Physical media is the way to go, and what you do is you bury it. You bury it and put it in your will, so someone in your family will inherit it. That's what you do. A bunch of box sets, and then when you do pass on, you make sure that thing's dug up, or it's released from a safety deposit box or a storage locker, and you just flood everything with it. You got to have that shit it's like refreshing the brain by getting them out of the mainstream. And I can turn on DS9 anytime I want. I turn on Captain Power whenever I want. We watch a Freakazoid, all that stuff.
You said Freakazoid?
Remember Freakazoid?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, boy.
Wow, that's been a minute.
That's been a while. Good old Freakazoid, and they had some damn good shows in the early '90s there on the WB.
Yeah, some cool cartoons. Obviously, Pinky and the Brain, Animaniacs.
Oh man, it's funny. In 2019, there was a con out here, and in Houston, and my daughter. I'd never been to one, and it was funny, man. It was a Sunday. It was the last day it was going on. I didn't even fucking know it was going. It was because I had just got sick, a couple months earlier. So I was like, I was all fucked up, man. My daughter hits me up on a Sunday. It's like, Dad, you want to come to this con with me? And I'm like, what are you talking? Comic books and all this other stuff. I was like, well, fuck. So she was like, let's go. So we go down there, and I meet Dan Jurgens. I meet a bunch of other folks, and I see Neil Adams, man. And I see Neil Adams. And I'm sitting there and I'm telling my daughter about Neil Adams, and his son heard me, Joel. So Joel Adams sends this guy that he's working with to come get me and my daughter. And he's like, "Hey, you guys love Neil Adams?" I was like, "Yeah, we love Neil Adams." And they were like, "Well, you want to meet his son, Joel?"
Oh no!
So I was like, "Yeah." So Joel is standing there, and he's the guy that draws King of the Hill.
Y'all need to see this.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you guys saw this yet. This came out about a couple hours ago. Disclosed TV, new latest Star Trek spinoff appears to suggest that World War III began with the riots on the Capitol of January 6th in the U.S. Ladies and gentlemen,
Wait, what?
Went wrong. It's a lot like your world today. Recently, I was treated to a glimpse of my future. It was not all I'd hoped.
Pausing it because CBS is asshole.
After all, what good is there in knowing your future? A friend of mine asked me that recently.
CBS is asshole.
didn't understand what he meant.
There it is. World War III. Come on, Twitter, don't be an asshole. What they're saying from the current leak is that they're trying to say in Strange New Worlds, the Jan 6 events are what led to World War III in this timeline. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to
Now we know why they wanted to use all that.
Fucking Star Trek.
Yo, Vigilante, what you think about that shit, bro?
Okay, I had to get unmute. I don't even got my headphones on because Dodge Lanny started messing with me. All right. Man, that's that political bullshit. Didn't they already have... I can't think of the girl's name. She was one of the chubby... I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the sister, but...
Chubby.
She's one of the chubby ones. She was a politician, a Democratic politician in one of these Star Trek series, right?
Oh, yeah, you're talking about...
you talking about in... Damn. Wasn't that in Picard?
Was it Picard?
That was in STD. She was the president of Earth.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was the president of the Earth, yeah.
Stacey Lizzle Abrams is what Klessner said.
There you go, Glinder. My man.
I'm
corporate bull.
And the name that came up was Stacey Adams. I'm like, no, she don't make shoes. It couldn't have been her. You know, Stacey Adams is a shoe brand.
Stacey Abrams.
But Stacey Abrams is the person's name. JJ Abrams.
Stacey Lizzo.
Man, listen, we're not going to be disrespectful to the woman based upon her size, but it was very curious to put somebody who is a partisan politician in a TV series, you know, where everything's supposed to be all nonpartisan, we're above all that.
And who's running for office, by the way. For office.
Can we also give a nod to Saki, who was dating a CNN news reporter? Jackass.
Well, I mean, I guess these people run in the same circles. You know what I'm saying? So it's surprising, but it's not at the same time. So I mean, this goes in line with that. You know what I mean? Because I listen, man. If people didn't bring it up, I would forget the January 6th even happened. I promise you on everything.
Star Trek happened. Saying it caused World War III.
That's just so jank. But I mean, that's the thing. They've already showed their hand. They're playing political games on these shows. Star Trek already showed their hand. That's what they're doing. So it's shocking, but it's not surprising at all because it's just like that's the language they speak is in this political stuff. So and on a certain partisanship. So they're gonna keep bringing up the sticks. They're gonna toss it in the TV shows. They're gonna do all that stuff because that's the partisan.
See, wait, Dildo makes a great point. So I'm gonna cut you off. This is the whole thing related back to Picard. Picard is all time travel. I'm sorry. Have you noticed through the whole series of how they're killing people in the past that they're not even once considering the butterfly effect?
Bro, I don't watch Picard because I couldn't. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but they don't even put that in consideration. When they went into the past, they tried to cause as least amount of damage as possible, right? In any of the Star Trek Back to the Past, whatever shit, right? Picard just literally could have wiped out the next founders of the Federation, never even knew it.
Yeah, and they're not even smart enough to sit back and say we're going off the concept of the men who killed Muhammad, the book or the story.
Okay. I mean, this is the same regime that has sound waves in space. They don't know about science. At all, or even consider it in they don't consider science or logic or any of that. I know that you're like, wait, they're writing a science fiction story, but it's a platform. I mean, let's not kid ourselves on how the flow of this shit works. A bunch of goofy motherfuckers who just want jobs in Hollywood, just want clout, in particular for politics, in particular for other things that happen on Eyes Wide Shut parties that I don't go to. I don't know. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, but they want to Don Gelani because I let him out. I got to rant and then I got to go get Don Gelani before he kills me. They all they want to do is get on. They don't really care about reading stuff. All they do is call it about buddying up to the right people with the right way of thinking and the right way of life, so they can move up the ladder. And so these franchises are just rungs to them. They don't think, oh, let me research what I'm doing. That never crosses their heads ever. That's why we get some of this stupid stuff outside of woke garbage. All right, I gotta get Dodge Lanny, but I'll still hear you guys.
Two things. This is Paramount sitting back saying this is us going back to how Star Trek was. Bullshit. Second of all, in the old original Star Trek, Gene Roddenberry, Gene Kuhn, they made extreme efforts to find science fiction writers to write the show. And you got Ted Sturgeon, and of course David Gerrold came in, DC Fontana. I mean, all across the board, you're pulling in all these great writers that were science fiction. When Next Generation came around, Gene Roddenberry had a turnaround. He decided then that, no, I don't want science fiction writers. He had some in the beginning of the first season of the show, but then it dropped away, and that was one of the big problems. You started getting people going away from being science fiction writers that could write commentary and such, and to just, okay, let's just have commentary people to now propagandists. And that's where we're at. They don't know how to write. No, let's have spores. Let's go around and have spores out of our ass. That was happening before the original series and taking us wherever we want to have. It's absolutely ridiculous. See, people, then they're touted, this is real science, folks. This is real science. Bull fucky. It's horrible.
Yeah, let's go back to Picard season 1. Didn't they have like that tricorder thing that would grant them whatever the hell they wanted? Are you telling me that guy, they didn't just use that device and solve all of Q's problems right there? Jackass? I'm saying jackass to CBS.
Oh, I know. I mean, MacGuffins only work when they're selective, I guess. I don't know.
I like researchers' whiteness by Cinch and Dildo. That's great. They didn't want to be white supremacists by doing their research. So.
Well, anything on white paper is considered racist, so.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a sad state. I mean, right there, they've tipped their hands so bad with this strange new world's garbage that right there, why even watch it? Why even watch it? You have slunk down into Gamora. You sunk down into the sewer so much with vomiting out propaganda puke of nonsensical absurdity that a thinking person will literally be ramming his head into a brick wall watching the show just to get the pain to go away.
And Pat S, man, you must be on some medicine right now. Season 3 of the original series sucked.
Well, Pat? It wasn't the best one.
Well, shit, compared to what?
Well, the other two seasons. I mean, because you had Spock's brain, but you had some great episodes like the Enterprise incident as well. So, I mean,
but Pat, that's not true, because even before the last Avengers film, we had 3 Butterfly Effect movies with Ashton Kutcher in one of them. Oh.
Yeah, I've seen the I own the 3 Butterfly Effects.
The mailbox scene was horrifying. Remember when he wakes up and that bad CGI, no legs?
Yeah, that was interesting.
And the thing is like I said earlier, these people aren't even smart enough to go, okay, we went back and did all this changing, and we can't even use the basis of the men who killed Muhammad as a basis to this. That where the concept of if you go back in time and killed George Washington and went back and forward in the time, it would not change history. It just means someone else would have taken his spot. But they're not smart enough to figure that out. Because they're idiots. They're morons. They never read the book, or story, I should say.
Switch to anime. That's what I'm doing. That's all that's left.
Yeah, anime movies.
Not even boobies. Like, just watch something like Steins Gate if you want sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's
low spec.
Black Rock.
Is not totally wrong. Yeah, but the original series 3 is better than anything we got now. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. Low spec. There you go.
Oh yeah. It wasn't the high point of the original series, but it's still watchable.
Hey, it's. I'd rather put my eyes on that than a lot of TV that's out now. So I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I guess I have a different opinion of the original series. It took for me to enjoy. It's funny, man. Growing up watching Star Trek. I didn't understand it. I didn't care for it. I thought it was boring. I remember one day I was sitting at home. It was when fucking regular TV was still free. You know, now they charge you for fucking public television. So it's fucking weird. But it was a time where TV was still free, and I'm sitting in my apartment. You know, it's fucking, I think it was like fucking midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Smoking, drinking, whatever the fuck, you know. I just got through, you know, smoke, you know, banging a smoking hot whore. You know, I'm just acting up. I'm acting up ass. Then I turn on the TV, right? And Star Trek comes on. I'm looking at this shit, man. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, damn, Kirk is he's he's a cool, like, I don't know, reminds me of like a player, you know, like he's just like a Mac kind of guy that's like controlling, you know, the fucking ship. And I started watching, and it was like I think they showed like 2 or 3 episodes back to back, and I watched all them shits. And then, you know, I watched the episode 8, watched another episode, then, you know, got a blowjob, and then after that, watch the 3rd episode. I'm just fucking with y'all. Oh man, I love fucking with y'all. And you know, but I ended up watching the 3rd episode, man, and it was good, man. And I was like, yo, what the fuck have I been tripping on my whole life? So from then on, I started buying them, and you know, now I own all that shit, man. But it was good because it opened up my eyes. It was like it took for me to become an adult to better appreciate what Star Trek was the whole time. It was just, you know, I was into comic books and Star Wars, and if it wasn't like, you know, bang in your face right then and there, then, you know, I didn't give a fuck, man. But, you know, as I got older and slowed down a minute and actually watched it, you know, with a more clarity of mind and understanding, to see what I was looking at, then it gave me a chance to, you know, better appreciate it. And then after that, I got some more puss, you know what I'm saying? So,
well, I mean, it shows you that people today, the Star Trek fans today, the so-called ones, have never seen original Star Trek because they'll go out there vomiting at the mouth saying about how Kirk was this rogue renegade running around doing his own thing out there in space, and just went in headstrong and was a space cowboy. And no, the man, you watch the show, he's very thoughtful. He would take the advice, you know, he'd listen to what his, you know, the person of the emotion, McCoy, and the logic, Spock. And he'd play off of that, you know, their arguments back and forth and come to a decision whether it was right or wrong. And if there was need be where there was the letter of the law or the spirit of the law, if the spirit of the law was stronger, he would go with the spirit of the law. As long as, you know, the things were done right. Yeah, breaking violating the Prime Directive if need be, because by going with the Prime Directive would cause something worse, which is actually something a thinking man would do.
Right.
But of course, they pin him into this neophyte running around his zipper down all the time, just rushing the situation, just trying to start fights and cause problems, and a renegade. It's like, none of you watched the show, didn't you? You're just listening to what people have been telling you through the ages. Shut up. Watch the show. Watch the original one through. I know they got all sorts of excuses why they don't want to. It's so dated. It's so this. It's so that. It's so misogynistic and this and that.
If it's so dated, why are they using the titles of these properties if they're so dated? If they're so all of this, why are they still using those same titles?
There you go. Exactly. Why are you riding on these coattails when these shows aren't even anywhere what these universes are about? You could have done Discovery in your own universe. You could have done your own entire universe with Discovery. But no, you're so insecure, you had to steal Star Trek and ride on those coattails and destroy a franchise.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Low Spick Linux laptop said, I tried to have a conversation with a 30-year-old kid because he started screaming at me. Yes, Kirk was all those things that Kirk is not. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Huh. Man.
Because they were told by someone who has told them that, and so on and so forth, and how horrible the original show was, and how horrible Kirk was, because it's colonizing, it's this, it's that, it's oppressive, and
I mean, but isn't it kind of like the same shit where, excuse me, you have the actress that played in Janeway, fucked around and was like, yeah, Captain Kirk, and it was a misogynist, and then she started talking shit about Roddenberry. You got when you have shit like that coming from people that the show actually made into stars, like who would she? What else is the actress that plays Janeway? What else is she known for other than Star Trek?
Mrs. Columbo, one season.
Yeah, that's right. I heard about that shit. I heard she was whack as Mrs. Columbo too. So, all right, well, so basically that she's wife of Columbo, and then she's Janeway, and then other than that, she's doing this voiceover as Janeway now for the new Star Trek cartoon or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to call it the Star Trek cartoon. Yeah. Well, that's just it. It's like, you're given this wonderful opportunity. Well, everybody basically who's been on that show, if you get them off to the side, lets you know exactly what type of she is. Right. I mean, she caused nothing but problems with Jerry Ryan. When Jerry Ryan came on the show, it was really stressful situation there, because she didn't like Jerry Ryan coming in there because, he had more boobs and hips, and butts. And she didn't like that. And, it sounded like she was just running in there. Everything that people sat back and said William Shatner was, she was basically being as well on that show. Isn't it amazing, though, Avery Brooks? No one ever says that about Avery Brooks.
Wow.
You don't hear him saying about Patrick Stewart. They pretty well got along on that show pretty well. Like, here's no shut up, Wesley, and that's about it,
Yeah. Shit.
But yeah, I mean, well, it was. Well, can you imagine if they had that original actress? They had she did like about 3 days of filming. French Canadian, I can't remember what her name is, but she couldn't handle it, so she quit, and they had to brought Kate Mulgrew in at the last minute. You know who they wanted to have in there originally?
Who's that?
Jamie Summers from Bionic Woman, Lindsay Wagner.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was on the short list to be Janeway, and they should have. She should have had the part.
Yeah.
She should have.
Right.
Settle down, Zach. Settle down.
I like to take care of Jerry. Man. Boy, been on for almost 2 hours. Need to get up and move around here in a minute. Man, so what's going on with you, man?
Talking about anybody in general, or?
Oh, well, shit. Talking to all y'all, but what's going on with you, Vigilante? Well, he's been chilling. Look at him. Straight villain mode.
Yeah. Him and Dogolante. You never know.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Shit, I know he's probably puffing on something since we done talked about weed so much. He like, fuck it, let me go ahead and just take this break.
Well, I'm glad he got his dog. So I mean,
yeah, man, and shit.
We got to keep that dynamic duel together. Now I know that your city is safe.
Oh, you know it, man. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. Yeah, I need to get up and actually start fixing dinner, man. Oh, fuck, there's nothing to eat, so yeah, dinner's on me tonight. So I gotta get in the kitchen and
make us all a sandwich.
Nah, it's not that, man. I'm actually gonna bake some chicken and do some things. It's only a few minutes after 7 right now, so we're not doing too bad.
Not too late.
Yeah, it's still early enough to get some things going and still eat dinner at a respectable time, not too late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was gonna go ahead and Calvary man, what's going on, brother? Man, we got a lot of great people in the chat, man.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and try to wrap it up, but before I do, I wanted to at least do this, and I know sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but no bullshit. I wanted to go through here, tell everyone thank you for being here. See, we got Lord Dolph, Glenzer, Pops. My man Pops, man. Yeah, we're supposed to have done a live stream this week. And shit, yeah, we gotta set that back up for this week, man. Pops is cool than a motherfucker, man. If y'all don't know Pops, man, please subscribe to him, man. He's cool dude, man. Cool than a motherfucker, man.
Funny Waddle.
Yeah. He's cool as shit, man. Punk Waddle, Lord Dolph, Zax, the lovely Sherry. Oh man, the old man. It's fucking awesome. Let's see. Low Spec Linux laptop. That's my brother right there, man. Good dude, man. Shit. I ain't talked to him in a minute, man. Shit, we need to do a stream something. Since you and Dildo came kind of late, man, but better late than never, my brother. Punk Waddle. You know, wanted to at least acknowledge y'all, man. Tell y'all, man, thank y'all for being here. You know, thinking the next, it's the weekend, probably sometime this week, man. I'm gonna try to do 1,000 subscriber anniversary, man. Just to you know, everybody's back home from their a lot of people were out doing a lot of shit in the last week or so. Everybody's back home, so I think if I can do this if I can pull this off, man, you know, I just want to show my appreciation to everybody. That's the most important thing, man. So yeah, Pat S, my man. Yeah, I want to tell everybody thank y'all for being here, supporting us, spending this time with us, man. I've had a great time with my brothers here on the panel, and you know, looking at everybody's comments and stuff up in the chat. Boy, it's been over a little over 2 years, man. You know, with me, this is basically like going into my junior year in YouTube, man, and finally hit my, you know, one of my first goals that I have put for myself, man. And the sky's the limit, man. I know I need to figure out a few things since I've hit 1,000 subscribers, man. I gotta get with Fats or Loki and see what's up with the YouTube partnership program. See how the fuck I figure that out, man. There's a few things I need to figure out, man. Then I need to get with Pat S, man, and figure out the merch store. And there's gonna be some things that I'm gonna be kicking off here soon. And man, so I got a new show that I'm thinking about that I would like to do, man. I want to do something different, man. I want to do something fucking different, something a little bit different than what you know, I'm used to doing. I just know I need some new equipment, man. I need some new shit. I just like I need a new look, man. Kind of going into you know, this junior year of this shit, man. But I'm happy, man. I'm. It feels good to hit a goal, man. Put so much time into this shit. Just need to make it.
Dreads.
Yeah, it's. You know, so yeah. With that, just wanted to tell each and every one of y'all, thank y'all, man, for being here with me, all my brothers on the panel, everybody in the chat. I love you guys, man. You guys have been awesome. You know, I couldn't have gotten here without y'all. So, Baron, where can we find you, brother?
Well, you can find me at my channel. Pat S put in the chat earlier there. I'm going to have my show, of course, Wednesday at. I'm going to have my show, of course, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be Nerdporial Life Form. All right.
Oh man, yeah, Nerdporial is cool as fuck, man. Yeah. That's gonna be good.
So he and I will be on that show, and then of course I wing it from there. So actually, I'm going to be doing something with Cash Money and Pacific 414 as soon as we're done with the show here. We're going to do a play-by-play of the great lightsaber battle between Mexican Iron Man and Master Paul. So.
Oh, I heard about that. I heard Master Paul. Yeah. I heard basically Iron Man won that shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting stuff right there, man.
Darth Poppy wins.
There you go. Man. Wait down. What's up, brother? Man, seems like it's yeah, man. Fucking wake down, man. Great to see you here, man. Fucking missed you, man. We haven't seen the wake down in action in a minute, man. So, man, thank you for being here, man. Yeah, man, we've been on for almost 2 hours, man. We was getting ready to wrap it up, man. But damn, man, it's great to have you here, bro. Fucking miss seeing you around, man. Shit. Hey, man, everybody subscribe to the Wake Down, man, if you guys haven't. And Low Spec Linux laptop also, man. Yeah, man. Fucking Wake Down. Missed you, brother. Good to see you here, man. Shit, man. Been worried about you, man. So it's all good. Man, what's going on with you, Fats?
Nothing much. You can catch me gaming on Twitch. I am taking a vacation from YouTube. So if anything does get uploaded, it will be from Twitch. It'll be one of the live streams. Other than that, if any normal shows that I am still doing on YouTube, those will still commence, which will probably be the Wednesday show. But other than that,
Huh. All right.
Shit Talk maybe on Wednesdays and Pop Culture Minefield on Fridays.
On Fridays, right? Yeah.
Better than that, I'm sick of looking at YouTube in general. I just sick looking at it.
Right.
Thanks for having me on, bro.
Oh man, shit. Love having you on, man. It's a pleasure, man.
Oh man, am I coming back right as it ends?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was like shit. That it's fucking. Everybody's like, "Yo, where's Vidge?" It's like, well, he's fucking deucing it up, man. We're like, "What do you say?"
No, Mom Gelante called. She got her gift, and so she called and said,
"Oh, that's what's up, man. That's great news, man."
So that was what that was, and so I was like, all right, I'm gonna just take the call. I didn't want to,
No, you good, man. Shit. Yeah.
So sorry, but I mean,
you good, man. Actually, Doc, you came at the right time, man. I was gonna ask you what you got going, man. Where can we find you, brother?
I'm probably doing a game stream tonight around midnight Central. So I know that's 1:00 Eastern time. I used to do stuff midnight Eastern time, and I'm on the Texas schedule. But yeah, so I'm probably doing a game stream tonight.
That's good.
And then hopefully I'm back on streaming. I've been lazy. I need to. Kai shout out to Kai MFS. He gave me the idea to home make a new mask, and so I have to. At some point in the next couple of weeks, I have to get that done. I got all the materials for it. Got my little hot glue gun, little tracing paper, all this stuff. I'm gonna make a new mask, and then
a new mask. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
A new vigilante mask. And so I've been meaning to do that so I can start going back on camera and stuff like that. I could just use the old shit, but I don't know. I want to do the new, new place, new you.
Yeah, fuck it, man. I mean, shit. Every hero
2.0.
Yeah. Every hero fucking updates their costume. So fuck it, right?
Daredevil. We had like 3 or 4.
There you go.
Remember he had the yellow, which is kind of cool. But yeah. So I got that's the plan. So that's the plans over the next couple, whatever. Like I said, game stream tonight, and then more streams throughout the week.
Yo, Wake Down had a little suggestion. He said, "Yo, Vidge, you can get a custom cosplay company to make your legit mask for cheap."
I could. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that way you can you can save your the glue for whenever you make little paper mache houses and shit like that, in the spare time.
I'm already about to go. I'm at least prototyping. What I mean? If I end up saying, hey, somebody else could probably do better, I may run with that. Yeah, angry black man streaming while sporting a mask and wonder you ain't hit 1K yet, Vidge. Yeah, I'm thinking of 1K dreams. I mean, we'll see if and when I start the music stuff, if that works. And I got some other ideas. But the 1K as a commentator ain't happening. I already know that. We all know that, man. I've that ship is long sailed.
Low spec, just man, y'all are wild as shit, man. Well, damn. I'll tell you what, man. I love your content, man. So I'm looking. I'm not sure if I'll be up or not, but I definitely be catching on the reruns when on the replays whenever. But shit, if I'm up, man, I'm definitely catching you, man. So
yeah. If it's too late, catch the replay. You know, that's cool too. Hey, streaming at midnight. It's like, of course, I'm not thinking about you know, I'm like I said, we've given up on those 1K hopes for now. But you know, we got other plans and other things I want to do with the channel. Once we get there, we'll get there.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. Huh?
They're just trying to get those tweakers at 2:00 in the morning crowd. That's what he's going for.
I'm just a night owl. I mean, I just grudge through the day, but I mean, night I'm more awake. Like even my schedule, like I get off of work, go to sleep immediately, and wake up at like 2:00. Start living. It's like I don't know why. And then now that Whataburger's near my.
Oh, damn! Yeah, man, them motherfuckers. They're too good, man. I fuck. You just said the wrong word, man. Wake Down says
7. Like, what type of shit is that? Like, no wonder Texas has an obesity problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wake Down was saying you're playing the wrong angle, Vidge. Start talking about smashing white women and ghetto culture. You'll have 1 million subs next week. Oh well.
I might. Who knows? That might come up.
He said, since you said, listen to Cosmo Vidge, become Black Twitter the person.
I don't get on Black Twitter. But I mean, I don't know what to say to that. Fat Steven got me earlier. Y'all getting me now.
I know, right, man? Yeah,
I got you earlier too. Give me my credit.
That's good, Fat Steven.
He's like, I ain't giving you shit. Nah, y'all good, man. I'm just fucking with y'all, man. I'm having a good time with y'all, man. Damn, man. But yeah, man, I gotta get up and walk around, man, and stretch the old limbs. But I tell you what, man, I had a great time with you guys, man. Great having you back, my brother. Wake Down, man. Him showing up, man, it's a blessing, man. I was worried about him, man. Like, no shit. I even hit him, sent him a message earlier today, man. Like, yo, man, you all right? I don't know if he got it or not, but it was just the fact that, he ain't even respond back, but the fact that he's here now, man, is cool as fuck, man. So yeah, man, appreciate you showing up. Wake Down. Night all, says the old man. And Sentient and Low Spec are laughing along with the Wake Down. Yeah, man, you guys crazy as shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll make something happen 24. Yeah, man. Man, Wake Down, man. Shit. Yeah, we got to do that, man. I ain't looking at Twitter. Yeah, man. You got, man, come back to Twitter, man. Come back to the house, man. Shit. We have to talk.
I'm so bad at looking at Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, you too, man. I ain't trying to hear that, man. We need you on Twitter too, Vigilante. Yeah, man.
Oh,
it's always a better place, man, when we all sitting there and we all communicate, man. Of course we don't like the bullshit, but it's cool when we can just, say something to one another, man, and hit each other back and laugh at each other's stupid jokes and shit like that. Yeah, I enjoy that shit, man. Huh?
Knowing that we're there pisses them off, and knowing that we're laughing at them pisses them off even more.
It's not their platform anymore.
Yeah, you know it. Yeah, man. Fucking Elon leveled the field in this bitch, man. Got a bunch of people back. It's like, damn, like shit. I heard Trump's back in that bitch. Is that true?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a parody account.
Oh,
okay. I know Trump has his own social media. Here's what I'll say about Elon, good or bad, man. Elon is he is who you thought he was. He is a genius, and he does. Fat Steven brought up the real potential for Twitter. It's like, okay, them redoing the platform. I mean, you use it if it goes down for a while, but who knows how he's going to do it. But I can imagine redoing that platform and adding more functionality because that's just what he does. I mean, even with his own stuff, everything's always getting updated. Everything's always trying to be improved. So I can imagine that Twitter may look different in a couple years than it does now as a platform, and that's going to be the real interesting part. Elon's a great African man. Hey, every every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes.
There you go. Yeah. Damn. What's wrong with Twitter? It's been getting recommended hot cosplay girls every day. Yeah, it's funny, man. I've been I've been dealing with a bunch of that shit too. Shit. But I tell y'all what, man. I'm gonna go ahead. It does, Vig. It does. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna get up, man, and get going. But shit, I had a great time with everybody, man, and hopefully everybody has a good Sunday. Enjoy your Mother's Day with mothers, girlfriends, wives, significant others, whatever you got going on in your life. Shit. It's always someone to celebrate, man. There's a lot of good women out there. Doesn't necessarily need to be family, but a lot of good people out there that deserves the props, man. Even if they're not your biological, if there was someone that helped you in life, kind woman, neighbor, anybody, show some love, man. A lot of folks out there need it right now, man, especially in these times. Mm-hmm. So with that, just want to tell everybody, thank you all for being here. We all love you. All the mothers out there, appreciate, everything that you're doing, looking out for all of us and all the other kids and looking out for each other. Just wanted to wish all the mothers happy Mother's Day, and let you all know that we love y'all and we thank y'all for being here with us every day, whether on Twitter, in the comment sections of our videos, and whatever other social media platforms that we communicate with out there, man. It's all about the people, man. That's what it's always about. That's what it's always going to be about. And yeah, man, I'm just glad that I'm here with y'all, man. Like I say, if there's ever a hill that I'll ever be comfortable dying on, it'll be this one, man. Here with y'all. So just want to tell you guys I love y'all, man. Thank y'all. Love everybody on the panel. Appreciate y'all. Everybody in the chat. Is that like a hemorrhoid? Oh shit. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about in the chat, but we love y'all, man. Y'all are tripping on in the chat. Shit. But man, just wanted to tell everybody thank y'all, man, for being here and supporting us, man, and rocking with us the way you do, man. And without y'all, there wouldn't be any of us here. So with that, we're the Primetime Kings of live stream, and we're out of here. You guys enjoy your weekend and have a great week. And we're gone. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.